The purpose of thinking is to let your thoughts die instead of you. It's a brilliant notion, and so the idea is something like you can conjure up a representation of yourself. You can conjure up a variety of potential representations of yourself in the future. You can lay out how those future representations of yourself are likely to prevail or fail. You can cull the potential yous in the future that will fail, and then you can embody the ones that will succeed. You do that well simultaneously, conjuring up a representation of your current state and determining for yourself, because of your undue suffering, which elements of your pathetic being need to be given up so that you can move forward into that future. And the goal, what is it that you're aiming at?
Today, we got the co-owner of Ace Fitness. We got the owner of Vibes Lounge. We got the life coach, the celebrity trainer, the CEO of Nick Lewis Foundation, none other than Nick Lewis. How's it going today, my friend?
Man, I'm great. How you doing today, brother?
I'm wonderful, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I was trying to stay a little reserved because I wasn't trying to let it all out before we got on,
you
know.
You good, do your thing.
All right, so it's definitely, let me start by saying this. It's a blessing to have you on the show. You know, I know somebody of your stature. You got a lot of things going on your schedule, so sitting down with me today, well, this evening, definitely grateful for that. So thank you so much. And
sure.
yeah, so I just first I want to say salute to, you know, the Ace Fitness Youth League.
Yeah.
You know, what is the age requirement, and what made you start a youth league out here in Vegas?
Well, honestly, because I grew up with a lot of nieces and nephews, and when I grew up with them, they like gravitated towards me because I was just on my stuff. I was playing ball, going to school. They seen like my ambition and what I was doing, working out every single day in the garage. Always on something positive, and they kind of like follow my role. You know what I mean? So it's like if I can be successful, and then I can lead the younger generation behind me just off of being who I am and pushing them to the next limit that they never thought they could imagine. Like that's what it is.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man.
100%, 100%.
So that's kind of like something that I gravitate to when you can sit here and have a younger kid come up to you and tell you changed his life off of just something you said, or help the kid get off the streets, or give him a different mindset, let him know that school comes first if you're trying to be an athlete or anything. You know what I mean? Go ahead and graduate, and if you don't want to go to college or anything like that, make sure you have a plan.
Right.
You feel me? So it's either make a plan or plan to fail.
Solid, 100%.
Facts.
Note that, folks.
Yeah.
Question, did you start the youth league before or after the birth of your son?
Before.
Okay. Well, first I want to say congratulations. You know, we both got sons of the same age.
Likewise, thank you.
Yes, sir. And by the way, how is that, you know?
Man, at first I didn't feel it. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, damn, I'm just about to have a baby. Like, I ain't really, like, know what was next. But when I seen him come out and everything like that, like, everything, like, just changed. Like,
yeah.
And of a blink of an eye, like, you know what I mean? So, like, with that, it just made me open up my eyes more to, like, what's real out there. Like, you know what I mean? Spread the love. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, everything like that, just by, man, just seeing my baby mama take care of the baby, like, that shit just inspired me because she does a great job with that as well. So, man, it's just, you just see love on a totally new, different level than what you really thought it was, like, you know what I mean, until you actually have something that's like your own, that depends on you every single second. Like,
yes.
You feel me? Because I don't know, I just, like, that's why I grind so hard, up in the morning and still to the night, like, because it's gonna definitely pay off, because I want him to have everything I didn't.
100%. And, you know, in regards to, you know, the how your life changes that comes along with it, you know.
Right.
It's really amazing to how you don't even recognize the transition, you know, like it happens, like you said. It's almost like it's a flip of a switch,
Right.
And then from that very moment, you know that things are never the same again, but in a beautiful way, though.
Yeah.
You know, because it's so, like, I was just sharing with my mom, you know, last week. I was like, it's such a humbling experience,
Right.
to accept that you're not the number one anymore. You know, and that's the thing that I feel like some men have a hard time accepting, which is why there becomes like a conflict of thing, like, oh, she's not paying me attention, she's paying more attention to the. But he just got to this earth 60 seconds ago.
Yeah, facts.
He needs all that attention.
Exactly.
You know, but you know, there's some type of psychological thing that goes along with that, and
I mean, they do. They rub it in your face too. Oh, you got the baby. It's not about you no more.
they do play it up a little bit though.
So they go ahead and hype it up. They getting you ready for it. They prepping you for it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But for me, just from what you saying, like I respect that more. Like, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's about the kids. It's not about the mom and the dad and everything like that. The mom and the dad got to make sure that they kosher no matter what. I don't care whatever the situation is, because if they ain't kosher, the baby ain't going to operate right. You feel me?
100%.
If the mom ain't operating on 100% and living her life to the fullest, and same with the father, like, it ain't going to work. If the mom's sad, the baby going to sit here and grab, like, you know what I mean? It's a bigger picture. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So I think of things a little bit different. So, yeah, man. Gotta spread that love, bro.
Gotta spread that love. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So I'm sure many of you guys out there could recognize either the face or the name, but who is Nick Lewis?
Who is Nick Lewis? I would say a life changer, a motivator. Like, if you come around me or anything like that, you're gonna pick up something from me. Like, you're definitely gonna feel me, whether it's my energy, whether it's my vibe, whether it's my appearance. Like, I'm gonna make you wonder who I am, what I do, and how great do I do it.
Solid. You know? And I noticed on your page something that was very strong that stuck out to me. That was a quote: "Hard work beats talent."
Oh, facts.
Can you expand a little bit on that?
All right, so you gotta understand, like, a talent comes a dime a dozen. Like, you feel me? There's a lot of talented people out there, and they got the talent, but their worth ethic is trash. Mm-hmm. Like, you feel me? So it's like, I'll take somebody who's gonna sit here and give it 100% rather than somebody think that they got it. You feel me? Because
100%,
at least
yes.
a person that can sit here and give it 100% can understand the mess ups and the trials and tribulations with that. They can sit here, go back, take the constructive criticism and keep it pushing, rather somebody sit here thinking they got it, they know they this, and they know that they great, which is cool. Like, never understand that, which you should have the mindset of you're great and everything like that from the jump. If you are being an athlete, nobody should be better than you or anything like that.
Right, in your mind, yes.
Exactly, but you need to go out there and you got to outwork everybody. Everybody, you should be the last one to leave everything, whether it's the classroom, the gym, the field. Like, after practice, get some extra drills in. You feel me? That I'd rather take that than somebody thinking, oh, this shit's going to be easy, blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Like, nah, put in that work, because if you sit here and you know that you're putting in work, it's just like this. When you study for a test, you pass, right? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You don't study what you're going to do. Hey, bro, what's the answers? What's this? Like, why go into something not knowing the answers already when you sitting here and you know that you're putting in the work?
Right.
And you know that you're the best. So I'd rather take somebody sitting here working at their craft, perfecting their craft every single day, than somebody comes in here and gives me 50%.
They say the best way to predict the future is to manage the present.
Exactly.
You know, and as far as hard work beating talent, you know, I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. You know, there's studies that actually show there are more self-made millionaires,
right,
or self-made wealthy people of opulence than people who were born into a silver spoon.
Right,
and it's because the mentality is different. You know, the hunger level is different.
It
you know,
it definitely
when you are self-made and you get it out the mud, there's a certain level of pride and esteem that comes along with that. There's a certain level of sacrifice that comes along with that, and you know each step that you've had to go through to get to where you're at. So you are like you eating those dudes lunch. You know, they can't even compete with you. Yeah. Because in their mind there's a sense of entitlement.
Right.
You know, and I mean, and that's not even, unfortunately, that's not even just with rich kids. That's with people who are not even in six-figure brackets. There's just an entitlement attitude, like the world owes me something that somebody's gonna come give it to me. No one's coming to save you, right? Like, you are the savior of your own story.
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
And that's why I love what I do with the youth too. So like, even in my program, I have my kids read a book like every month. Like, right now, we're about to work on another book. I don't know exactly which book I'm gonna read just yet, but
I love that.
We just finished the Invisible Man. by Ellison.
And what made you choose that one?
With everything going on right now, man, with the racism and all the adversity out there, the kid suicide rate going up, it's like if these kids don't understand what's out there and people teaching them of the caliber on how it's supposed to be taught rather than these little textbook ways and actually teaching them real life and what's out there other than the way that they want to shape you to go. Like, you feel me? They don't sit here and tell you what they say, go to school, be a doctor, do this. They don't ever say, go to school, be your own person, be who you are, create something, go out there and be your own boss, start a business. Nah, go be like they want you to sit here to go in all the in the way that they want to create you to think and move. Like, look at it. Like all these kids,
it's based on low self-esteem.
Like, bro, like student debt is one of the most like debts out there, put it that way. Like, you feel me? Which is crazy. Like,
I'm working on getting that.
I gotta sit here to benefit my nation, but I gotta sit here and pay you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. Like, that makes no fucking sense.
Absolutely
like,
none. Absolutely none. Especially when I'm the one that's needing to run your machine.
Yeah.
You know, like, if you're gonna need me to run the machine, then I don't need to pay you for this information.
Exactly.
It's just, but I mean, as we know, like, it's a flawed system anyway. Right. You know, like, for example, I have a friend of mine where she went to school for, you know, I'm not going to say because she's going to know what I'm talking about, but she went to school for a certain degree, and it took her a lot of years, a lot of studying, a lot of different tests taken, and I seen the whole process, and I commend her for it. It's very honorable to see the type of dedication that she had to achieve that goal.
Right.
However, now she's in a position where, like, I mean, unfortunately, she's not making any more than I am at this time, you know? And if anything, she's, you know, reaching out to me for certain financial things, and it is because it's a cultural thing also with her, you know? Like, she comes from a Caribbean background where it doesn't matter what your ambitions or what your dreams are, you're still going to school.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, I understand that, but there's another side of the coin, you know, like there's a saying, a child only educated in the classroom is an uneducated child. Right. You know, education doesn't just occur in a classroom. Yes. You know, like what we're doing right now is a form of education.
Yes, sir.
You know, so all right, so I got a you know, couple of questions. Let's change gears. So have you always been in, you know, this supreme athletic shape, you know?
Yeah, man, I gained some little daddy weight, you know.
You and me both, sir.
But I'm working on getting it off. But yeah, I pretty much stayed in shape. Like, you know what I mean? I work out more than 3 times a week, and I'm on it. Like, you feel me? But it's not how it was when I was actually training to try to get to the next level. So
right.
I'm maintaining right now. You feel me? I don't gotta go out there and lift 1,000,000 pounds or anything like that. I'd rather stay agile, put it that way.
You want to maintain.
Yeah.
Got you. I used to be over 325 pounds. I used to be super, super duper big. You know, I mean, as you said, I put on some quarantine and daddy weight. So, I mean, you know, I got, you know, you got that twofer. Yeah. But, yeah, I'm out there every day, and I'm doing my, you know, between 4 and 5 mile walk, jog thing every day. You know, I've cut a lot of carbs out of my diet, you know, but I want to speak to someone who has the experience. You know, I want to tone down some more. You know, I want to carve up. You know, like how do I get this done, Nick Lewis?
You would definitely need to put some weights in there, man.
And you know what? Yes.
You gotta add that muscle builder in there. It's not about you going in there building like going in there trying to go heavy and lift like that, you know what I mean? You definitely need that resistance work, and then on top of that, you need to put that cardio and endurance in there as well.
So it's the combination of both.
Yeah. So what you're doing now when you're walking and doing your thing, like those are good. Like, you feel me? Go out and keep doing it. But I say, as you're doing that, find different ventures on what you're doing to make it more interesting, rather than the same to where it makes your body want to plateau. You know what I mean?
And can you explain plateauing a little bit?
Meaning doing the same thing over and over and over and over, and you're not getting any results. Like, you know what I mean? That's just like somebody just sitting here keep running in a dead end, and they're not ready to change their life, and they just keep running to a dead end.
Correct.
You got to switch it up, turn around, go the other way, and really make it happen.
Yeah, the body responds well to when it doesn't have your body recognizes signature patterns. And it responds well to when you throw it when you throw it off kilter a little bit, you know.
Now
so
it has to alter it.
Right, it has nothing to. It can't anticipate.
Yeah.
You know what's going to come next. So all right. So and I'm seeing that you're doing like some boxing training or something like that. Is this included with your training course?
That's actually, we have that in our packages at the gym. Like so like Monday be like marathon Monday, tone up Tuesday, booty building Wednesday, fight night Friday, like extreme classes, like different things like that to cater to the full body.
Got you.
I mean, we're like a full body hit gym. Like
I might have to join myself,
yeah,
folks.
you might have to pull up, man.
I might have to pull up.
We actually got some specials going on right now. The 2-for-1 special. So that's pretty much $99 a person. $199 for 2 people for 3-month contract. So you basically investing $300 in yourself for unlimited training. You feel me? And a great experience.
That sounds awesome. And as far as the youth league, what is the minimum age requirement for that?
I have some around like 5, but I try to go for like 7 to where they can actually pay attention.
Right,
like,
right.
oh, butterfly, and
The attention span is different. Yes.
Yeah, definitely a little bit different. But at the younger age, if they can actually understand and process those things, let's go. Like, you feel me? But if they just in a way, like, it's different. They just not prepared for it. Their attention span is just not there just yet.
Right. Cognitively, they haven't arrived to the point where they can appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't want it to be cute. I want it to be like results.
Exactly. You're not there to babysit. No. You're there for actual training and conditioning.
Yeah, sometimes I had the parents get up out of there because it's like that dictates their training as well, because they're sitting here looking at them like, come on, like that's too much pressure for a kid, rather than somebody going out there letting them do their thing and then just have fun. Like, you feel me? Because they turn into a different person, rather than if they mess up, now dad just seen me, now they're gonna say something. They already thinking about if they messed up already, like before they even started, because they want to be so perfect.
They kind of defeated already mentally. Because of the pressure
and not even knowing.
Right,
you know
the pressure.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dad see I'm slacking and he's gonna be yelling at me and I'm gonna get a whooping, or like you know what I mean? something of that.
Right.
But yeah, man.
And that's something you definitely want to avoid when you're trying to have children, the youth to blossom.
Yeah.
You know, you want to kind of let them bump their head and scrape their knee. And,
You got to.
You know, I'm 34. I was, I fell off bikes.
Yeah.
You know, I fell downstairs. You know, we used to wrestle in the house. Like, you gotta go through that. Yeah. You can't be.
Yeah, that's the journey of becoming a young man.
But this is a different generation that we live in also. You know, parents are very different.
Soft.
You heard it here first. So, question: bulking up tips, because I asked about weight. I asked about dropping weight, but can you give me some tips on somebody who is like? Because I have a cousin and he eats and eats, and I mean, if you know, like the people who are a little bit on the thinner side, their appetites are massive,
right?
But they just can't gain any weight,
right? That's just their metabolism. Like,
so what
I mean? So you said bulking up.
Yeah.
So with bulking up, you're definitely gonna have to hit the weights a little bit heavier. Like, you know what I mean? You want to lift a little bit more. So it's like start off like, so say you're doing chest press and you're on there at 135. Like, you feel me? You can only get a few reps out of that. Like, you get what I'm saying? You want to add some about 2.5 pounds on there and try to rep the same weight as you do it again. Like,
okay.
You know what I mean? You always want to increase your reps as you're going up. Not sit here and increase, but like 10, 15 pounds or anything like that. Increase where you can actually manage it and do it correctly rather than struggling. You feel me? And then once you're in there actually sitting here building your body, you want to make sure everything is in control. It's a lot about a form too, like alignment, assignment, technique, kind of like what we grew up on, but it's more.
Does your posture play a part in it?
Big play. Like, I can sit here and look at somebody, their shoulders be lean to the left. I'm like, you definitely need to go see a chiropractor or anything like that, because after you see, even when they squat, their body's turning to the left.
Right.
Now they're overcompensating on something else because maybe something's injured or just something's just off. Like, you feel me? But the only way they're going to be able to get it up, because they're used to it being that way rather than keeping that form and doing it correctly.
So they would have to get like a realignment or something like that?
Just adjustment, like, you get what I'm saying?
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
some things just might be off.
So you can actually injure yourself by improperly working out.
Of course.
Wow.
Like for a long time.
Wow. See that? Yeah, I didn't know that aspect of it. You know, because I mean they always preach proper form and
Right.
you know how to make sure and things like that, but not the other side of it. Because I mean, Jesus, you can create a whole. You said like a disproportionate,
Right.
Kind of imbalanced thing kind of going on.
sure.
That's So question, right? So I see that you have a celebrity fitness aspect to what you do as well, right? Who? Well, I won't say who. Well, I mean, are you comfortable with speaking about specifics?
Depends on who you're talking about.
Okay.
but Some don't like to be disclosed.
And let's totally respect that. So the question that I ask is, who has been the most challenging client to work with?
I'm gonna go with Wanye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And challenging in what aspect?
Just because he's always on the rope. Like, you know what I mean? It's different when he has to really be like, that's his bread. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like when they say you don't have time and you got to make time, like that, those tight windows, like it was definitely a challenge, but we made it happen. Like, you know what I mean? And today he's doing his thing. Like, we're looking real good too. So.
And we're referring to Wanye from Boys to Men,
Yeah,
correct?
yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. Awesome. And so when he's locked in, he's
when-
in. Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest thing with him, like, he's a hard worker. He don't want to come in. He don't want to, let's just talk and do. Nah, let's get this shit done so I can go about my day. He's like,
He want to go get to the bag.
yeah. He just wants to get it done because he know that he needs it.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't like it, but he does it and he gets it done. That's one thing I can say about him, that he ain't gonna quit. If you tell him this is what we doing and he knows that what we doing,
He's
he gonna
locked
do
in.
that. But you ask him extra stuff, he ain't doing it.
I'm happy to see you on the flip
He's
side.
like, nah, you told me this what we doing, this what we doing. I'm like, all right, for sure, you the boss. Like, but yeah, man, his transformation was phenomenal, man.
And that's really cool to hear that. I mean, after all of this time, he still has such a congested schedule.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
because Boys to Men
man.
hasn't come out with a record in a while, and that just shows you that he set his career up correctly.
Yeah. But he got some stuff coming, man. He's been working. He's been doing this thing, like, so y'all be ready for him. So
Awesome. Check.
ready to shock the world, man.
Definitely be on the lookout for some new Wanye from Boys to Men. Always, I mean, listen, I grew up on
They're legends, man, for sure.
100% legends.
And there's some genuine dudes, man. That's one thing that I can say about them. They're very respectful, love to have fun, and man, they're just very humble human beings.
Just
So,
honorable men.
like great man. For
Awesome.
Sure. All role models, bro. Like.
And do you
for
find that that's kind of like a rare trait?
It is, because you don't really find people who stick together that long as that tight till this day.
Correct.
You feel me? A lot of people rub people the wrong way, and people just fall out. And with them, like Boys to Men, like they understand the boy part, I guess, and then now they're really men out there leading by example too. Like, you know what I mean? So they're not just out here doing it just to do it. You feel me? Or for the coins. Like, they doing it because they love to do it. And they making an impact by being great and being inspirational, like, you feel me, and motivating.
It's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, and I find that that's a rare trait as well.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with that. You know, especially when, people allow things like money or, material success get in the way of something that you built with your brothers. You know, like, it's very unfortunate. So to see them that they've lasted for this long,
Man.
it's definitely a testament.
Yo, yeah.
You know, definitely a testament.
Man, that's a legend for sure.
So, all right. So, you're a family man,
Yeah.
as we mentioned. So, how do you find the ability to properly, I won't say properly, but to efficiently balance home life with your entrepreneurial pursuits?
Oh, man. Shoot, just downtime, just chilling at home. Like, I always sit here and chill on the couch with my son and the baby mama, just sit there and just enjoy that little time. You know what I mean? And then plus, like, he's at an age to where we can start doing stuff like that. So it's like, that's still a full-time job too. So I got to make sure that's taken care of as well.
Yes,
so
sir.
Like,
it is.
We've been planning little things and getting them out the house a little bit more, such as like the pool, I think we went to this like aquarium place, showed him some little sharks and things like that. So as he's getting older, we're definitely gonna start doing more things to go out there and cherish those moments.
Awesome. And with him being, going on 7 months, correct?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Are you starting to notice any type of like similarities in his personality to yours yet, or to mom?
I just know that he looks like me. He's definitely gonna be the life of the party because he's always laughing and always on the move. But he's so alert. Like, you know what I mean? And that's kind of like how I am. I'm always looking around, making like taking a different way home and just different types of things come in, analyze everything before it even get my way. So, but yeah, he definitely got his mama head though, for sure.
Yeah, Virgos are very observational and they're very cerebral people. I like to call them emotional gangsters. Because my mom's a Virgo.
Yeah, you don't. My mom is too. You don't want to mess with him. Like
no.
You piss him off, it's a wrap.
It's over for you.
Run.
You hear that, Mom? It wasn't just you.
Right.
So, question. So, tell us more about Vibes Lounge.
Oh man. All right. So, me and my business partner, Ace Billions, we always like say that we wanted like a lounge. Like we'll sit here and manifest like a lot of things on like what we wanted to do to make sure that we gonna be straight years down the line. And then it was during the pandemic and everything like that. A lot of people were panicking and everything like that, and we were just looking for ways to win. And then he came across this guy at this hookah lounge across the way when everything like shut down. And then he started chopping it up with them and everything like that. And he put an offer in and he took it. And then from there, we hit the ground and we running.
Salute.
And we did it in a like pandemic, and people were like, "How'd you do it, man?" We just trusted the process. You feel me? That's what happens when you want to take it to the next level.
Yes, sir.
You either gonna go all in or watch somebody else go all in. Shit.
Yeah, and they say that most people find success in the time of dismay or peril anyway.
Yeah, that's
the time when you want to capitalize and run it up.
Yeah. Because when you're comfortable, you don't see a lot of things that people don't see that want to get to the next level.
Correct. While everybody is scared and running and panicking, that's the time to double down.
Yeah, for sure.
Seriously,
yeah,
100%.
Go all in. When everybody want to panic, you got to be prepared. You feel me?
Okay, and so what is so it's a hookah lounge, or is it food involved? Like what's the atmosphere like in Vibes?
Any type of vibe. So it's like we're open Wednesday.
What's the vibes and vibes?
Yeah, it's just different. So we have like different types of nights. So we have DJs nights. So cool. Friday and Saturday it's like ladies and upscale type of thing, to where you come in, have a good time. We got great DJs from DJ So Hype, DJ Kilo, DJ Kelly J.
Shout out.
So yeah, like the DJs pretty much bring the energy. So when they come in, we have Throwback Thursdays. So
cool.
Come in, listen to all the throwbacks.
Hey, 90s R&B vibes.
Yeah, so it's like with Vibes, we can take it any way we want.
Right.
So we can do Latin nights, we can do hip hop nights, we can do country nights.
Right, you're not confined to one crowd.
We're not limiting ourselves.
Yeah.
We can bring any type of vibe to any type of person. Like, you feel me? So
correct.
We bring the vibes.
And I checked it out. The space looks beautiful.
Oh yeah,
beautiful. I love the lighting.
Oh,
it's very, very well. It's aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, well, we're actually getting better as we go, because it's crazy. Like I said, It's enjoyable because you're actually doing something that you never done before. Like I never knew I was gonna be in here on nights when we're busy and everything, making hookahs and doing all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like these are like learning experience, and they're great because if I don't know how to do them, then how can you operate it?
Correct,
You know what I mean?
correct,
So it's like,
correct.
well, we're constantly getting better. So like,
I love that
check
you
us
said
out.
that. I love that you said that.
We about to be remodeling and everything like that. We got a food truck coming, Vibes food truck. So we're gonna be having the Vibes on there too as well. So
And the food truck is going to be
we're gonna
stationed
put it-
outside.
Yes, sir.
Smart,
Yeah.
smart. Have you determined what type of food you're going to provide on the truck, or still up in the air?
Yet. It's up in the air. We got a few ideals and everything like that. We just didn't come into agreement on any of them just yet.
Thinking about hibachi.
Whatever's gonna make
Whatever's going to be most lucrative, right?
Yeah, anything. So once we get all that in a row, then we'll figure out. Just like, I don't know, we might just have different themes of food on that one as well too. So who knows? Because the market's limitless. So
Indeed.
we could take it anywhere we want. So,
Indeed.
and it's ours. So even
Salute.
better. Even better.
Even better. I see that you have a few Nipsey references throughout your page, right? Whether it be a song or a picture. Explain his influence on your entrepreneurial gains and pursuits.
Oh man, he was just somebody to actually go out. The one thing I liked about Nipsey, man, like he did what he said he was gonna do, and he put his people on. Like, you feel me? And that's how we supposed to be. Like, you're not supposed to sit here and just come up and everybody's getting bread and everybody around you not. Like, that's not cool.
You're the only one shining.
Like, you going over here, you make a deposit in your partner over here doing the same thing you doing, and he ain't making nothing. Like, you get what I'm saying? Nah, you gotta put your people on. When you put your people on, it bring out the whole community. You feel me? If
Agreed.
you can sit here and you can do things and show your people how to get on and get to the next level by using your words and using your influence to help people us take a step up, man, then why not? Because that's what we're here for anyway.
Agreed.
You feel me? If you can't sit here and impact somebody and help them change and come to the next level, then what is you really doing anyway?
And he was just so ahead of the curve.
He was.
He was just so ahead of the curve. I mean, when you talk about, like, if there was going to be a new revamped version of the Bible, like a current version, he definitely would have been listed as a prophet.
For sure.
You know, because the man was already up on NFTs. He was already up on augmented realities and things like that, and incorporating that into his clothing and in his stores.
Right.
And I've been following him for a long. I mean, actually, it was pretty devastating, you know, when what happened to him happened to him.
Yeah.
You know, because I had a lot of vicarious vested interest into his growth. You know, I saw a lot of what he was doing, and I identified with that. You know, but yeah, I agree. You know, when you get in a position of power, you know, it's very important to not turn your back on the ones that you can go double back and lift them up as well.
Right,
because you weren't, you know, God, you know, our creator, whatever you believe in, you know, not you, our listeners,
Yeah.
you know, whatever you decide to choose to believe in, you know, when that light is shined on you, it's not just shined on you for you to shine.
Right.
You know, it's for you to be a reflection, you know, of the glory or the omnipotence of your, you know, of the creator of this world. You know, so when you have that opportunity, like when you, by way of letting your message be heard, or like what you're doing, you know, with the youth league and investing into the children, you know, like, for example, you said something very strong, the psychological effects that these kids are dealing with right now, you know, the suicide rates going up and things like that. The youth are having a hard time. You know, if we think that us as the parents, and I say this all the time, it's probably like 3 episodes already, but like us as parents are having a hard time. If you think it's us, if you think we're challenged, think about how hard it is for the kids. Like, I have a 9-year-old daughter as well, right? I thank God that she is as sharp as she is, but even with that, I can see how the distance learning is not really working out for her. So I'm stepping in and actually.
But then that goes to show you because it starts at home. Like,
there you go.
What I mean?
There you go.
If your kid not producing or anything like that, it's because
it's on you.
The parent ain't out there making sure that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing.
Correct.
Like, even on there, like, I've seen people with the screen record and everything, putting people on blast, like whooping their kids on camera and all different types of stuff, like little kids killing themselves on camera. Like
What?
Yeah, because you gotta understand that when you go to school, that's some of the kids' scapegoat. Like, you know what I mean? To get around people that like them or to play with their friends, because when they're home, you never know, they could be locked in a fucking closet.
They could have a toxic home.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's something now they're in a toxic home and they're home all day. So imagine what's really going on outside of that. Like,
No food in the
I mean?
house
No,
or whatever.
nothing.
It's
At least it's there, and there's teachers that actually care
and praise them.
and can see something if something is going on and be able to assist rather than keeping them at home. Like,
right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right. Yeah, and you know, and speaking of that, where do you, what do you, how do you project that we're going to be going, the direction that we'll be going in the next few years, you know, as a nation?
Digital.
Everything.
People
Full
like,
Jetson.
All everything's gonna be digital.
Holographic and
Everything out. Like, take your iPad, we're taking notes on this. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's easier to store, it's more simplified, and people don't want to sit here and write no more. Like, you know what I mean?
right.
People don't even know how to mail out a damn letter. People don't,
right.
Like, you feel me? Like, people wouldn't even know how to put this and that, or people wouldn't even know how to fill out a checkbook because everything's all digital.
Right.
You feel me? So if they're making everything digital now, everything's gonna be digital moving forward.
And speaking of digital,
And it's easier to track you too. So
I was just about to ask you about that. Being that you said digital, cryptocurrency, right?
oh yeah.
What is your reservation on crypto?
Man, I wish we would have did it back in the day. Like, that's one thing that I could have said, because we talked about it back in the day. But my bros, they actually really into it deep. Like, they're actually showing me, like, I'm not too knowledgeable on it, but when they like break it down and show me and everything like that, like, I'm getting more and more into it. So that's gonna be where it's at too. Like, you feel me? So,
And I mean, of course, there's nothing we could do to stop it, right? So it doesn't matter how we feel about it.
Right.
But I still will ask, what do you prefer? Not prefer, but is that let's say, do you feel like that's going to be a more effective way for us to do commerce?
yeah, because everything is a click of a button nowadays. All you do is got to get everything put in your little format. It's gonna be a quicker way for you to make money if you're not lazy.
You got to respect the truth.
Yeah, like, for sure. Like, yeah. Like, I definitely think that's gonna be a big wave. Like, I'm not too knowledgeable in it, but like, from just doing some research and seeing what my people are doing and telling me and actually witnessing the accounts and everything going up, like, I definitely believe in it.
And it's definitely something worth looking into.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely check into it.
Awesome. Nick, what advice would you give for anyone looking to level up in their life? One of them you said was addressing laziness.
Yeah, like, don't be lazy. Like, if you got a lazy mindset, you ain't really gonna get anything. So you gotta understand it starts into the mind. Like, you feel me? If you can't make it up into your mind that you really want this shit, then it ain't ever gonna happen. You feel me? So if you can't make it up in your mind that you're gonna go out and work day and night until you get it, then it's gonna definitely be a hard connection. Like, you feel me? Because you're not putting your all into it. One thing that I can give advice out there to anybody out there like that, I would say, do what you love and love what you do. Don't just do something just because the next person's doing it or anything like that. Like, be yourself and kill it with love. Because I guarantee you, if you do that, it's gonna reciprocate and come back to you. You feel me? Because it's too much hate, and too many people out there have envy for people out there spreading the love, giving back, doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like, you know what I mean?
Agree. No, I do understand. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just sucks that, like, now we live into a world to where somebody does something nice, they got to record it and make the person that they doing it nice for uncomfortable.
And that just sucks all the air out of it.
Yeah, it's like, what's the purpose of it? Like, now if somebody else caught it and they seen it, like, beautiful.
Was it from the heart or is it a marketing tool?
Are you do, like, you know what I mean? Be fucking genuine. Like, I got 100%. A fucking in my truck. Like, I got a bag full of fucking clothes in the back of my truck. I see we get bums walking around all the time. I got extra food. I'll take them and feed. It's not that I'm better or anything. It's like, people, that's what we here for, man. I'm not gonna sit here and put this person because this person's out here helpless. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna help them. That's our job. You feel me? We gotta help our people. What if, for me, giving that person that food helped him? Like, damn, this is my last meal. I gotta get on my shit. Like, you know what I mean? Damn, this person really cared about me. Maybe people do love me. Like, you never know what somebody's
One
going
small
through.
gesture can do.
That's all it is. Just I'll tell you one thing. I don't know if this is going off track, but
Let's do this.
the other day, a family came into my gym. Like, so I'm in the back training, and one of my trainers come and get me. Is like, somebody's here asking for work, and I'm like, who? There's like some homeless people. I was like, did you tell them to leave and we have no work? Like, that's just what I'm thinking, because we get bums going through there all the time and everything like that. So I go out there, and the dude like, hey, what's going on? I'm calling. He's like, I'm coming. I'm looking for some work and everything like that, right? And I'm like, damn, I ain't really got nothing, because like, I didn't want to kind of like deal with it, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm just looking, and it's him, his fiance, and a baby, and I'm like, damn, I got my baby too. So I'm like,
It hit home.
yeah, it kind of like, so I'm like, okay, cool, but I still declined it. All right, so I'm like, all right, for sure. Well, we don't have no work right now. I'm sorry, man. I'll have a good day. Like, boom. And then I'm just sitting here thinking, like, it's kind of like eating me up. I'm like, damn, like, why do I have these resources right now and I'm not using them? Like, that's one of my chances to actually help change somebody's life. Like, you feel me? Even if they don't appreciate it or anything like that, I guarantee you that $25 or that $50 or that $100 or whatever you decide to give, we'll sit here and they'll cherish that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm like, damn. So I go back outside. I'm like, where the hell they at? Like, I'm looking. I go back in, they're gone. I go back outside, and then they're coming out the store. And I was like, hey, come back. I said, I actually do have some work for you. I was like, I'm looking around. I was like, all right, if you can take all that trash out that trash can and put it in the trash back there, and in the back, if you want to come, because I guess bums and stuff be in the back of our gym back there. They'll take chairs and things back there and chill and sleep and do whatever the hell they do. So I had them throw all that shit away. And then the crazy part is, Alicia, she brought some Mind Body meals. So we got our own supplement, our own meal prep services at our gym as well.
Awesome.
And she was like, hey guys, I brought 3 meals. If you guys want them, go ahead and eat them. And I'm like, okay, boom. So I warmed them up 3 meals. There's 3 of them, 3 meals. Like, this is all lining up and everything like that. Gave them some water, like, you feel me? And then I gave them $50. So.
Awesome.
And they're like, bro, we're not homeless. It's not even about you being homeless. Like, you're out here with a freaking kid, and you sit here and say you stay in Henderson and you're not homeless, and you out here looking like that and smelling like you get what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
You
There's obviously some
you don't gotta lie to me. And I was like, yeah, all right, bro. Like, I know you're not homeless, but I just want to help out. Like,
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
Just, like, I'm
I still feel
out.
it in my heart
like,
to do this.
You know
yes.
what I mean? So I gave him some water, gave him some little snacks for the little kid and everything like that, and then gave him the $50, man. And then the wife started crying, and the dude was like, "Man, thank you so much. I appreciate it." And like, when they seen the 50, they was like, "Whoa!" Like, they didn't
expect that.
They thought it was gonna like $5 or $10, but now like 50, that's gonna come back in abundance. So
100%.
I'm definitely not worried about it. Like, you feel me? If I could have gave more, I would have gave more probably, but. You feel me? It's just those times out there that people really need you. And a lot of people turn your back on people in need because they don't got what you want, but you got to understand where you came from. There was a time where I ain't have shit either. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I'm going to always remain humble and take care of what I got to take care of. Like, you feel me? There's been times where I gave kids shoes off my feet because somebody was sitting here talking about his shoes. Now you got a brand new pair of shoes that cost more than all these kids' shoes out here. Now what? Right. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, you don't make somebody feel good because they don't have it just yet. Like, you get what I'm saying? You take care of your people like that. That's gonna eliminate a lot of problems out there, from mental health and suicide rate and confidence and selfless love. Like, you feel me? So it's really bigger than what people really imagine.
100%, man. That's truly the heart of a king. Truly the heart of a king, you know. And I want to kind of just backtrack a little bit to something you said. You said, do it with love.
Yeah.
Do it with love. And that was Bob Marley's whole message.
Yeah. That's tatted on my thigh, too.
What? Do it with love?
Love what you do and do what you love.
That was his whole message, and that's the reason why he was so powerful, you know, because he realized that love can defeat anything. You know, that is actually the most powerful force on this planet.
It is.
You know, so when he like there was this, I was watching this documentary. They would actually fly him out to, I think it was like Vietnam or like places where there was like war, like just really just war stricken places, whatever. And he would go out there and he would boost the morale of the people. Like he would actually create a harmonious energy in these places. And of course, you know, there's people that are always invested into the division of people. So they moved him out the way. But once again, like I just, that was the point. I said it to say that was his message. You know, love your enemies, love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Love on love your kids. You know, love what you do. Yeah. You know, put your heart into everything. You know, man, that's very strong. You know, you also mentioned something about books that you have the youth read each month. For anyone on an adult level, what would you recommend for someone who is trying to surmount a mental hurdle that they're dealing with right now? Because they're like, okay, I'm right here. I can see myself at a higher place, but but right now, this in front of me is like, it feels like it's too high to climb, or it just it's holding it's too much. It's just too high to climb right now. You know, what book would you recommend for someone to give them that mental elevation to surmount that hurdle that they're dealing with at this time?
I got two that come in mind right now. The Secret. A lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people read that, but that's definitely a good one. And then The Monk Who Sold His Red Ferrari. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need that. Yeah. I never heard that one before. And who's the author of that one?
I'm about to tell you right now.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and write that down.
My boy Ace put me on that book. He's a reader, so he be putting, man, you gotta read this and you gotta read this, and that shit just helped me elevate my game too. It's by Robin Sharma.
Robin
Sharma, Sharma.
Okay. And The Monk That Sold His Red Ferrari?
Yep.
Okay.
The Secret's by
Rhonda?
Yep.
Yeah, that's you know, awesome. You know, a lot of times, like with like the Secret and Laws of Attraction, things like that, I feel like people kind of write that off as like a cliche thing. Like people use words like manifest, and they kind of like write it off like, oh yeah, you know, that's just a cool catchphrase. Right. But I'm sure that in your own actual account.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. You all right? All right. And I'm just sure in your own actual account that you have manifested things into your own reality just based on you making up in your mind, matching your thoughts with your intentions, you know, changing your people, places, and things, changing the surroundings, changing how you address a situation, changing how you think about a situation. Can you give an account of in your life the miracles that you have created in your own life by way of rearranging your thought process?
I want to say, like, for me, more so, it's like more so my athletic mentality. Like, you feel me? A lot of athletes, you got to understand that it's short-term memory. Like, you feel me? So that comes with life. If you sit here and you dwell on one play where you fucked up, like, you got the whole rest of the game. The big game is your life. Like, you feel me? So you can't sit here and get upset and go crazy over something that's not bringing anything positive towards you. You feel me? It's like you can visit there, but we don't stay there.
Right, you know right. I mean? That's so not where we reside.
Yeah. So that has a lot of play and kind of like what you just said. Like for me on the way that I look at it.
Okay. So you're very big on making sure that you
stick to the plan.
Exactly. Okay.
You feel me? Because there's gonna be obstacles to where you want to get to the next level, and there's gonna be some new devils there. You feel me? So,
every level.
So the higher you get, the more people are gonna try to take you out with, oh shit, look at the Bill Cosby stuff and everything like that. Off of stuff that people are getting lied to. Look at the Emmett Till, the lady coming back saying that she lied. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it just goes to show you, like.
It comes along with
Yeah,
it. Every level comes with a new devil.
It comes with it. If you're not prepared to battle those, then who are you really at the end of the day? You feel me?
Right. Are you really deserving of that?
Exactly. And that, I kind of want to go back on what you said about the king stuff. And I just want to let people know out there, don't fucking sit here and call yourself no king and no queen and this and that, and you don't act and you don't walk and you don't talk like one. You feel me? You can't sit here and say you're a king and you got fucking dirty fingernails. You can't sit here and say you're a king, you don't look after your people. You can't sit here and say you're a king if you don't sit here and kill everything with love. Like, you feel me? It's like, you can't sit here and say a king if you don't even take care of your business. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so don't falsify yourself on something that you're not ready to become yet.
Right.
Because king comes after you sit here and you keep tilling the ground. Like, you feel me? You got to put in work. You don't just become a king just because you want to sit here and say you're a king. Nah.
Right. There's a lot that comes along with that.
You got to put in the work, buddy.
Agreed. 100%. You know, I think that's just a word that just get thrown around way too much now anyway. You know, like what is the quantification of your kingdom? You know, what have you done
for your kingdom, your community, your neighborhood, like you feel me, things like that. So exactly.
Like how many lives have you touched?
Yeah.
You know, how many people have you lifted up? You know, how much information have you shared?
Right.
You know, how many people have you seen was in a situation, like you said, was in need, and you had an opportunity to leave a positive impact or do something, with love for that person, and you look the other way. But you'll go to the dispensary and you go spend $800 or something dollars or whatever, but you tell somebody outside, no, I ain't got it. You know, like you said, documenting things, right? I really don't like that. I swear I don't like that, because I feel like if it's genuine, you wouldn't want to record it anyway. It's so many different times where I have like similar situation. It was a lady standing in front of a dollar store or something like that, and she was out there, and it was hot. It was last year. She was out there with her baby on her arm. See, it's one thing if somebody's saying, can I get X, Y, and Z, and they're like, it could possibly be, but you can see this person has their kid in their hand.
Right.
She's sweating bullets. She even asked for money. She said, can I have something to eat?
Right.
I couldn't. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
First thing I did was, I don't have it today. Like you said, I got in my car, and that was it was eating at me. Because I'm like, how am I going to go home and I have a place to rest my head? My son came out super healthy, full head of hair. Everybody in my household is in good spirits. No one is sick. Like, how can I have all these blessings in my life and I don't feel compelled to do something? Right. So I had to go back and I had to do something. What I did, that's between me and her. But I felt like it was my duty.
Like, yeah.
Because it was like a test. It was like, okay, I did all of this for you. Let me see what you're gonna do.
Yeah. Like, yeah.
Oh, you don't have nothing to give? Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's one more. That's one more thing on how to get to the next level. Stop expecting people to do shit for you if you ain't gonna do it for yourself. You know what I mean? So stop getting your hopes up.
No one's gonna invest more than you, and then you invest in yourself.
Exactly. That's why people get mad. Be like, you don't care. You don't. Nah, like,
you don't care enough.
Yeah, facts. Put it that way. Like, put in the time, put in the work. Like, you feel me? If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, then it's gonna definitely be taken care of.
Even with the food, like I said to myself, how can I truly say I love myself, but then I turn around and I'm eating poison and I'm eating things and I'm living in ways that's contradictory.
We all do.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean. That's life. But it's just like, you're gonna get enough of it sooner than later. So better to make the change now than later.
So we can end on this last question. What is your future projections for the Nick Lewis brand?
Oh man, y'all just gotta stay tuned. I don't really like to talk about my things like that until they really drop.
Right.
How about we just have a part 2 on what's gonna happen? How about y'all stay tuned, click like, subscribe, do what you guys got to do, and when we come back for episode 2, there's definitely gonna be more. I promise you.
That sounds like a plan to me. I want to just go ahead and shout out. Make sure you go and follow Ace Fitness LV.
Yep.
That's Nick Lewis's youth program. Ace Fitness Ace Fitness for the adults.
Yep. Ace Fitness LV is the gym. Ace Fitness Youth LV is the youth. Vibes LV is the hookah lounge. And
Mr.
Mr.
M,
Steal Your Pounds is your boy right here.
There you
So,
go.
hey.
There you go. We about to get it going. I mean, you know, it's a couple of months. I'm gonna be sitting here looking real brocky like my man right here.
Oh yeah, let's run it.
All right. Well, listen. I just want to say, Nick, it was definitely a pleasure.
No,
you
thank
sitting
you.
down with me this evening. You know, some of the questions I asked was even directly, you know, for my own benefit. You know, because I'm someone where I'm an amalgamative person. I'm an amalgamative learner. You know, I take pieces from all things.
Right.
And then I try to take what I can extract from that and apply it to my own life.
Yeah, add it to your toolbox every day.
You know, add it to my
Every day,
repertoire.
Keep learning every single day. As soon as you stop learning, that's when you stop growing. So
100%.
you gotta be open to learning every single day. Take that constructive criticism, deal with it however you deal with it, and go out there and wage war, man.
Anything that's not grown is dying.
Hey, there it is. And
This
if you don't get it, somebody else gonna get it. Believe that. So
It's going to be gotten.
yep. for
Money
sure.
don't sleep.
Exactly. Somebody gonna get it.
Somebody's going to get it.
Change your mindset.
So, folks, I want to say this has been Brandon with Outside the Box. This is Nick Lewis, CEO, owner of the youth, runs his youth program, owner of the Vibes Lounge, celebrity coach, celebrity trainer. You know, got different meal plans for y'all. So you know, don't be trying to cheat. Don't be trying to cheat.
Yeah,
you know,
check us out, man. Go run on that page, man. We got everything you guys need from meal prep, nutrition coaching, physique coaching, and strength and endurance coaching, meal plans, workout plans, diets, supplements, apparel. Whatever you got, man, whatever you name it, we got it on there, man. So
turn up at Vibes.
yeah, then turn up on my. Hey, no, first come get your dream body, and then celebrate. You feel me? Once you get your dream body, we celebrate at Vibes. You feel me?
Yeah, you have a couple shots at Vibes, and you go
Yeah.
work it off at Ace
Yeah,
Fitness.
there it
You know,
is.
there you go.
Come take a shot with your boy.
This has been Brandon with Outside the Box.
Yep.
Make sure you go like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to Anchor, which is our sponsor. Raising Brands on Instagram. Make sure you go and like that most recent video on YouTube, the most recent interview. Go ahead, let's go run them views up.
We're trying to improve the future. We believe that the future can be improved. We believe that it can be improved as a consequence of our sacrificial work. And so, once again, what are the limitations? What are the limits to that? What are the necessary limits to that? I would say we don't know.